Thank you, Lord.
Always try and cut in front of me, no matter where I go.
But I would hate to climb this hill after climbing that hill, and come up here and there might be anything there.
Colorado, leave my ammo alone.
If every one of these ain't checked proper, this is what he's gonna pull out. Say when. My name's Colorado. I've been hunting my whole life. Guiding, outfitting, and hunting.
Where in the world?
30 years now, I've made my living outdoors.
Somewhere in the outback.
We're in Mongolia.
Hello, Argentina.
Right on the El Bicho. Red Square, Moscow, Russia.
Howdy, Colorado. Welcome to New Zealand.
Where in the world?
I just love it so much. I'm gonna keep on loving it if it don't kill me. If I had it my way, I'd take the whole world hunting.
This is a place you may recognize. We've been here more than a couple times. Manuka Point Lodge on the South Island of New Zealand. I've come back to hunt again here, but with some friends, Ron and Lisa Petty. You know, coming out here or going wherever you might go and hunt with family or friends can be just as enjoyable, if not more so, than you hunting yourself. So I've come with them to make this trip. They've got their sights set on stags and tahr. Both of them's hunting. They're both fun to be around and hunt with, and I know that we're in a great place. Back to the Pattersons at Manuka Point Lodge. This is Ron and Lisa's hunt. I get to tag along on. I hope you enjoy the hunt.
We met up with Colorado and at Manuka Point here. It's a fabulous, fabulous resort. That's when the hiking began for me.
Great to be back with Colorado. It's wonderful to travel overseas and have that opportunity, but when you get to be with friends, there's nothing like it.
Ron Petty and I have become very, very good friends over the years, and just enjoy anywhere we go hunting. It doesn't matter what we're hunting or where we're hunting, we just seem to have fun. And hard not to have fun for Ron's involved. I've come across a river and come up on, and there's a sign that says roadkill was here.
He's always trying to cut in front of me, no matter where I go. No matter where. Gosh dang turkey. How are you?
Good. How
Mom,
are you? Good
how's
to see
the
you.
new mom?
Good.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Come over here.
Colorado. Fantastic to see you again. Welcome back.
Welcome back to your cooking.
Well, the lodge here was a promise to my wife. Back in 2002, I said to her that if she would come and live in a remote area like this, I'd build her a new lodge. We had an idea of the layout that we wanted. We wanted to have 3 guest bedrooms, double rooms on one end, and there's another suite on the other end as well. And in the centre was going to be the living area where we all got together, the dining's all together, and in total we can cater between 10 and 12 people here at a time, and sometimes we're down to, just one couple.
Colorado, what are you doing?
Hey,
what are you doing with my ammo? Leave my ammo. Colorado, leave my ammo alone.
If every one of these ain't checked proper, this is what he's gonna pull out. I'll teach him to cut in front of me.
Colorado's one of those people. He's never finished. He's all around the world, but in his travels, he finds the time to come back here on a regular basis. On this trip, he was able to bring a couple of his very near friends, and they were able to enjoy the hunting alongside Colorado. That's how sporting Colorado is. He doesn't take all the hunting himself. He brings people and introduces them to hunting. He's one of the greatest bastions and supporters for hunting that the world's ever seen.
Where in the World is Colorado Buck is brought to you by Norma Ammunition, precision ammunition for the serious hunter. Nikon Optics, trust, earned, Nikon. Carlson's Choke Tubes, the shooter's choice. Worldwide Trophy Adventures. The Mule Deer Foundation. Kenetrek Boots, Armscore USA and the Ammo and More Store in Stevensville, Montana, and the Colorado Buck Special Edition Rifle by the Montana Rifle Company. This segment brought to you by the Montana Rifle Company, makers of the Colorado Buck Special Edition Rifle.
Anytime you fly with the rifles commercially, or anyway, if you get a chance, just check your rifles. We actually come through Australia. Rifles got held overnight and sent in. We actually looked at one of the scopes and it's tweaked a little bit, so we're going to check the rifles.
Well, I'm shooting a new 6.5 Creedmoor. It's a new load by Norma. Came out with it, shooting 130 grain Scirocco tipped bullets. Extremely accurate bullet, and should be great performance. Running about 2,900 feet per second. So this is a gun we'll use on Tahr or even possibly on Stag. We may bump up and shoot a bigger caliber on Stag. The gun's a new Montana rifle. You can tell that real quick. It's the Colorado Buck series. It's a new gun. Jeff's put a magazine in here. He's lighting the gun up. It's extremely light, so it'll be real agile going up and down the mountains. Plus, the neat factor I like about this, you can slip a magazine in or out really, really easy. So it makes a very safe gun to carry when you're like traversing in a helicopter, climbing up a mountain, or any of that part. So real excited about it. It's got a great Nikon scope, a turret top scope. We just set it. It's set exactly perfect on 100 yards. It was about a ½ inch high. We moved it 2 clicks to the right because it was just a tad left. So this should be right on. We should be able just to dial it in. If Don says it's 175 yards, we'll be able to roll it right in and keep it right on at that distance or any distance out. So new Nikon scope, new rifle, brand new ammunition from Norma, and first time in New Zealand, kind of a new adventure. So life's an adventure, live it. I think you'll be pretty happy with this group. That was your fouling shot, which everybody should take one of those when they're out doing this. And then there's your 3 shots. Bam, bam, bam. These were the first 2. That was the last one. That's quick, that's good. So it has to do with the gun and the ammunition, not you. It's just shooting the best stuff. Good shooting. Lisa B, good shooting.
And partway through this week, we had our son Ben come in his Cessna 206. It's a 6th place Cessna, and he flies in and is part of the service to the lodge here and the hunters to get us to some of these more remote destinations that we're hunting away from the lodge. Was able to land right here and pick Colorado and our friends up and ferry us directly to the area where we were hunting this new ground. That's a great service, and Ben, he's a commercial pilot, has done thousands of hours of flying in these mountains. I'm pretty proud of him, to be honest. Like the flying that he does is exceptional, and I'd fly with him any day, anywhere.
Hunting crew actually drove over and did scouting for a couple days before we got there. We flew, crossed through the mountains, and some of the times the plane was so close to the mountain you could literally see the rocks. We were just kind of cruising right through the mountains here. It's just absolutely beautiful there. And then we landed at a little airstrip. If any of you guys are pilots, I was a long time ago. We landed at an airstrip on the side of a hill that went up just like that, so we made just almost a full power landing on the airstrip. So he's quite the pilot. Ben, Don's son, is quite the pilot. So that's where we met up with the crew and the real hunting began.
Just take your time, and you've got to put.
Had to go around, it would be a real issue to get enough juice.
Yeah. But all I cared was he had enough juice to get right here.
Yes, he had.
Follow all the action on Facebook at Where in the World is Colorado Buck. This segment brought to you by Norma Ammunition. Precision ammunition for the serious hunter.
All right, we just flew in from Manuka Point. We landed on the other side of the range here, and we're going to hunt. They got a lot of different hunting areas, and this is one that we're going to go. Two things we're targeting: tahr and stags, and they've seen both of them over here. They had guys over here scouting, so hopefully the scouting will pay off to flying over and all that stuff. And from here, it's all one foot after the other. Now, me and Ron have been practicing. Or maybe it was Lisa's been practicing. So anyway, that's the plan. We're up behind Don and Will, and the hunt begins right now. Lisa, she's like a robo woman. You know, she likes to walk, to hike, to however much strenuous she can make it. She likes it. So she wanted to go to an area where she had to hike and get in the mountains and climb and hunt that way. And I've mentioned it before, but with Ben's plane, there's helicopter services around. That's a transport system, not to hunt from.
One thing about the Tahr is they live high up the mountains, and it doesn't matter how fit you are, it's going to test the toughest people. To get up there on foot, you start off mid-level and then work your way on up the mountain. There was a fair bit of effort went into that positioning for the Tahr. And then later on, when we had the height, then we were fortunate enough to find the bulls up there. Most people wouldn't go that high. Most people would just look and wave it away. But not Elise. She was driving me up the hill, keeping me going. Okay, so after a lot of climbing, we settled in behind a little rock outcrop. That was the only cover we had.
When they spotted the area they wanted to get to the Tahr, Colorado and I set up on the back side of a mountain, and we're watching the mountains in the back pass back there looking for Tahr while they continued on up in the area where they hunted the Tahr. So we could see everything that was happening, and we kept watching up there at Don and Lisa was kind of on a big rock with her backpack there with her rifle set up, and she's just intent on something. So we know something's going on. We can't see animals.
Well, first a big group of fallow deer came through, and they were just magnificent to watch, but it gave me a chance to really get comfortable with my scope, with my range of movement, so that if I had to follow an animal that was moving, I would be able to do that. So I ended up getting off the rock and onto a bipod so that I could actually maneuver.
Really paid off later, because we're over there watching, and all of a sudden we see two Tahr, and these Tahr are coming right along. These guys are kind of down. You can't see them because they're all camouflaged up. The Tahr couldn't see them either. And all of a sudden you can see that these Tahr see Don and Lisa, and they book it. It looks like somebody shot them. They went out so fast. They go diving down the hill in Colorado, and they said, all that work for nothing. And about that time, boom, whop, boom, whop.
Are you on it? Yep. Go for the one on the left if you can. Shot it. You've hit it. Yes! That's done. Supreme. Well done.
That's a little adrenaline rush if I ever had one.
That was good concealment. We had, we were in a really good position. The bulls, they got very close before they broke, and then your swinging was fantastic. So we're going to go down and have a look at this bull.
Yeah, let's do.
And she hit this Tahr running at about 165 yards, and it went butt over tea kettle, just pounding down the hill, just crashed and burned. It just never moved. It was just stone dead.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right, we're up here in the Southern Alps, about halfway up. You can't believe that we're halfway up. We can come back down, but trying to get on a Tahr, Lisa wanted to hunt it the hard way. So I hope you're happy, because you did.
It was definitely hard.
Lisa shoots a 300 Winchester short mag and a Montana rifle. It's a fabulous combination. Every animal she's shot so far, she's shot with the Oryx bullet. And the Oryx bullet's a high weight retention, deep penetration type bullet. It's exactly what you want if you want to deliver a power punch all the way through. This is a 165 grain Oryx bullet. I think they'd call it about a perfect mushroom. And I bet if we weighed it right now, it would probably still be in the 155 to 160 grain weight. So it's a great bullet weight retention, and it's a one-shot kill, and it was a fabulous kill.
Where in the World is Colorado Buck is brought to you by Norma Ammunition, precision ammunition for the serious hunter. Nikon Optics, trust earned. Nikon. Carlson's Choke Tubes, the shooter's choice. Worldwide Trophy Adventures. The Mule Deer Foundation. Kenetrek Boots. Armscore USA and the Ammo and More Store in Stevensville, Montana. And the Colorado Buck Special Edition Rifle by the Montana Rifle Company. This segment brought to you by Nikon Optics. Trust earned. Nikon.
In this new area that we're hunting, we saw some deer, some red deer, and I knew Ron wanted a stag bad. The only way we could get there stealthily was to be able to walk and walk and walk. The day drew on, the sun got hotter, we were still walking. We came across some forest. On the very far side, we heard some antlers clashing. There was two massive stags having a brawl. We were too far back in the forest at that stage to be able to take a shot onto these stags, and they busted out, and one of them took off with a female.
They've been down these trees with the hinds or the females all day, and they're headed back up to higher, cooler country. And we knew that if we could get over there and get in front of them, we'd have a chance. So got set up, and sure enough, in a little bit, the stags came up over the top of the hill. There's two of them. There's one on the left and the two. Shoot the one on the left off the two.
Ready? He's the back one, right?
You hit him. No, it's the one on the right. You hit him.
One thing I was thinking is that, this forest you were telling me is like 25,000 acres, 10,000 hectares. That's a big forest. And they put the fence up on around this forest just to keep animals from going in there, because they like to go in there, especially when they're really, really young. You get all these deer and fallow deer and stag in there, and they're eating the tops out of the trees, and they also scrape and they ruin the trees, so they keep them out. So they put a forestry fence around it. So we just kind of set up on this hillside because the guys that are spotting for us saw three stags coming up over the top, headed this way. So we rushed over to this side, got set up, and I think he just saw the shot a second ago. So we should have a really good stag down, I think. The best thing about getting up that hill is when you turn around and you see some horns laying there on the top.
Especially when you see some that size.
When you see some really good horns.
Up, that's good.
That's a good thing. Because I would hate to climb this hill, after climbing that hill, after climbing that hill, after climbing that hill, and come up here and there might be anything there. All right. Oh, Don, I'm going to give you that.
Oh, thanks.
And a hearty thank you. Holy Toledo. Lisa, look at this. See, he'd been fighting. He broke one off right there somewhere. I was looking at it. Close. Oh, right here. See, he'd been broke off one right there. Big old boy's been fighting some. That's a monster right there, folks, I guarantee you. I think that's the biggest thing I've ever shot, for sure. Thank you, Colorado. Thank you, Don. Wow.
Thanks for letting me be part of it. I enjoyed it.
Mercy.
Hey, that's a wrap for this week. Ron, congratulations on a great stag. Miss Lisa, job well done. You got everything you wanted out of your hunt, and you did absolutely perfect. I enjoyed hunting with both of you, and I thank you for the invite. Dawn Patterson, wow, it's pronounced. Him, his family, and Manuka Point Lodge, something very, very special. I know if you come here, you'll have a great time. Please join us somewhere in the world next week for a brand new one. Until then, God bless you, every one of you, and good hunting.
Closed captioning provided by Rocky Top Outfitters. Book your hunt with Colorado today at HeyColoradoBuck.com. We'll see you on the hunt.
Whatever I think.
You can talk about how lucky you are to be married.
There's my clip for the end of the
That's the show. That's it.